They think the disparities were based on race.
But they aren't.
I said that too. But the difference is, I didn't believe it.
Well, then why didn't you say something at the time? This is a young woman.
Interesting. What I love about moments like this where people start telling the truth, even though it was temporary. One of the beauties of 2020, like that summer, people just started saying what was on their mind at work and meetings. You just feel more comfortable coming out with stuff. There's a buzz in the air. And I feel like that's what that partner just did. He was just like, we're being real. I always thought it was based on race. I just didn't feel comfortable saying it at the time. But now we're talking about race, so let's talk about it for real. The reason I'll say that is because I like that they show the other professions within a law firm. I think usually you just see paralegals, secretaries, and lawyers. But I like that they show that like there's actually other professionals.
Cause I'm your sister and always for you. And I don't know what I'd ever do without you from the beginning.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hey y'all.
We haven't done one of these videos in a long time.
That's to call y'all fans, but I feel like it's a fan favorite.
Definitely.
Like, every time we do a reaction, people love it. People commenting, always brings some people to our page, and so it's time for another one.
And there definitely has to be people who have subscribed to us specifically to see the reaction videos.
And then we stopped.
Yeah.
So we're like, we need to bring that back. So
we're actually thinking about doing reactions every time we link up, so at least that would be something that people could look forward to, since we obviously live on different continents and we'll still be living in different states when I move back. So
moving back, y'all heard that?
Yeah, I already said it though in that video.
Oh, okay. All right, so today we are reacting to The Good Fight. I have never watched this show. I have heard of the show, but I don't really hear about it like that. But apparently it's like a really big show that people love.
I watched The Good Wife, and that was actually one of my favorite legal shows. Probably still is. I just haven't rewatched it or anything because it's the most realistic in my opinion.
We gotta react to that
like
next.
out of like Suits, How to Get Away with Murder, all those kind of things. To me, The Good Fight, The Good Wife was actually very realistic. Since The Good Fight is a spinoff, it probably is also in line.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, this video actually has been popular on TikTok.
Oh, really?
You want to react to it? Yeah.
I'm also like, we should probably react to like maybe a scene with Molly from Secure or something. I have all these ideas. Now that I'm like, we're gonna be reacting all the time, I'm like, I have all these ideas. So.
Okay, so drop some videos below too if you want to see us react to it.
Yep. All right, let's get started.
She'll be fine. But the managing partner, I have to ask this.
Okay, managing partner.
Okay, black man.
God, no.
And these were the drugs the police found in your car.
Yes.
Foisted, but not
Hold
planted.
on, wait.
So if you...
Who is she, right? What were you gonna say?
Isn't this a conversation for HR?
She works there? I have no context.
Oh, I assume she's an associate.
I don't know who this woman is.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm assuming.
I'm
assuming.
Why'd you allow him to foist anything on you?
Yeah, she could be a client.
I don't know how much experience. I had to let him know that I wasn't intimidated.
There may be better ways of doing that.
There are.
She was in The Good
and I apologize. Thank you.
That bald lady is giving. Something about bald ladies, they just be giving every time.
So, what do we think?
Fire her.
Oh, she's an associate.
He fired Ellen North last month for the identical drug
Yeah, this is weird.
Identical?
I don't know.
He was using. That was never proved. This is just holding.
Arrested 2 years ago.
For her father's crimes, but then she was found not guilty. But don't we have to be consistent? I was overruled because we agreed there's zero tolerance. Zero tolerance for using. Huge distinction.
She's going to back.
What you voting for?
Tell Maya no to the new meeting.
I would probably fire her. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I would want to know more details about the situation. Drug test, whatever it is, like you could figure out if she's actually, because if the issue is the other first guy got fired for using, I think it should be like similar treatment.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, if we already set a precedent, let's just keep with it.
Well, she's not using, so how is she not fit in the precedent? But then the other guy was like, well, when do we make that distinction between using and like actually being caught with the drugs? That's fair too. What really needs to happen is they need to decide what the rule is going to be.
Yeah, and then like start applying it.
And retroactively be like, well, I don't know. Okay, office. I hate
glass offices.
Oh my god,
y'all, these kind of glass offices, they look good on TV, right? It's a good little scene. You can see people working in the office. In real life,
it looks good in real life though.
It looks good, but it's horrible in practice. Like, you get no privacy.
Yeah, some people love it. I hate it.
I hated it.
Like, I hated it. Especially because my office was right next to a printer. Eliminates all privacy, in my opinion.
Am I fucked?
Wow, Maya.
So you think homies?
No, you are not fucked. Drug test and a standard investigation.
A drug test?
Yeah, standard.
feel like I want to get blackout drunk.
I need a drink too. We just came from a mommy and me class.
Yeah, finding drugs in your car, I think, is different.
And sing and shake.
Yeah. How that lady looking at her?
My was bad. Shark doo 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 baby. Shark doo 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 baby. Shark doo 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 doo.
Are you wishing somebody would pay attention to you? It's okay. She's off the phone now.
What the heck?
Oh, nah. It's like you need to mind a business that pays you.
Right, don't worry about what I'm doing with my
Scarf
baby.
around him. Lady, she's trying to take a baby!
You don't get the fuck away from my car. I'm gonna meet you.
That's probably so embarrassing.
Great, great.
I was wondering how long something will stay in your system for it to be detected by a drug test.
Oh my, yeah, she is doing drugs.
What drugs?
Fentanyl.
Oh.
Usually, it metabolizes in 1.5 days, but it could take up to 5 days. You'll probably be fine.
But you can't be sure.
Attorney answer. There we go. Don't tell her she's gonna be okay, right?
It depends.
I need to delay it one more
Never
day.
say yes.
The mother-in-law black.
Oh, that's what Emma, mother-in-law black.
Clearly not your baby. You actually want to see my ID?
Yeah, your car registration too, please.
And it's literally just because this lady decided that that's not her baby because the baby's white.
It was a misunderstanding. The cops were great.
Why she
The
have
lady
to meet with
realized
them
she was
about
wrong.
this?
So I wish we wouldn't make such a big deal of it.
I feel like she would have to meet about this though. But it's just weird to me that they keep meeting with the partners.
Yeah.
We want Jay to escort you to and from work every day.
No.
Oh, it's about her
respect
safety.
her.
Fine, that is not
Okay, I
necessary.
appreciate
It
that.
is, Luca. Just for a week.
It was captured on
Oh, work
video.
from home.
That's never forgotten.
Like the guy who was shot in his car with his girlfriend.
Philando
I
Castile.
don't like this
Right.
girl.
There was video, so it was remembered longer than the guy
I like
who was
her.
killed in his apartment by an off-duty cop.
The young voice.
That he not
Do you all notice that the black people here know the names of the victims of police shootings, but the others don't?
Describing
just
it,
said-
she's
Kid
saying
on
the
dash cam
names.
walking away.
the Quad McDonald.
I'm getting racist
Just an
undertones.
observation.
This is showing the white liberal. They're very well-meaning. They don't realize that there's so many biases they hold.
Yeah, call it biases now. But I'm like, I think white liberals, there's still racist undertones in things that they say. Is what I'm trying to say. So that's why I was just like, why did she bring up Philando Castile? I feel like she did that thing where people bring up black stuff to show they're in the know. So I was like, it just didn't seem necessary.
Sorry I brought it up. I guess I'll go remember the names of everyone shot by the police.
Like, this
Okay.
girl does not, nah, yeah, I stand on what I
She's
said about
offended.
her.
She's
Yeah, you're
offended.
offended by someone called you out for being problematic.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect that though. Like, let me do better.
She like, No, she also is like, like I didn't realize that was going on. Nah,
But this is
she's
not
trying
the
to memorize
solution. This is not the solution. Wait, pause it. This is what you be talking about. This is a perfect example. When someone calls out something and you start memorizing facts, that is not the solution. The solution to me is to reflect and be like, why did I not care to remember that person's name? It's not to go back, Google the names, and be like, okay, let me memorize this. This is something people expect of me. Why do they expect it of me? And solve that.
It's worse to be called racist. It's worse to be called sexist than to be it.
It's worse to be called problematic.
Then to
actually,
be
like,
it.
reflect and be like, let me stop being
Yeah,
problematic.
it's like, bro, you're problematic, but
Yeah.
you're gonna do everything you want to avoid being called problematic.
present a front.
And then if someone calls you out on it, it's like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Think about what Luca said.
I know the black people are not monolithic. I've accepted it's a simple matter.
I also feel like in a scenario like this, all the black people wouldn't be in touch. There'll be some that are out of touch. That conversation at that round table, there's no way every black person would be knowing all those names either. Like, there are black people that are definitely out of touch, and they'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
I live in Beverly Hills.
yeah, that there's
Like,
not.
who said? Someone said that, right? Yeah.
My life, no matter what.
I feel like that would have been a good way to show that black people aren't a
I'm
monolith.
just looking for some everyday kindness and respect, Liz.
But is kindness only there in the best of times?
This is realistic, I think.
Having a sidebar.
It's like sometimes you just, when it comes down to racial issues, you need safe spaces.
Worried that when they start rounding up black people, the hell will turn us in. I'm not worried about the racist.
I'm crying.
Dang.
Oh my gosh. They need to change her email address immediately.
But then it's going to be online again.
Hey,
So that doesn't really solve the issue.
Yeah, what is it?
the new associates. They need to hear from a fourth year.
Sure.
Oh, fourth year.
It's an unusual makeup, isn't it?
What do you mean?
All more whites than blacks.
Do you want me to get someone else to speak with them?
Yes.
No.
Managing partner, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she bold.
Notice that the new round of associate hires are majority white.
So the firm is majority black. We're not just saying that.
I was asked to talk to them.
Yes, but that wouldn't usually
I've never even heard of that.
Big law. Yeah, me either. Awakening to race.
Yeah, it sounds like she's the person.
And that's why she's starting to ask all these questions. She's like, wait, what are you saying?
It's the irony of she's the person that ignores race in the workplace.
Exactly.
But it is changing though. Hyper aware to her because of what she's going through.
What?
She don't go to the meetings.
Luca, the best offices, the best pay, the number of new hires, they go to the new white hires. Talk to the mailroom. They hate what's going on.
Oh, he's in touch.
What happens a lot of times with black boxes. So that's why in a lot of law firms it's intentionally marketed to avoid, at least at the very junior level, these disparities because of the fact that no one knows anything.
Yeah.
Like, there really isn't any benefit to paying one junior more than the other.
Yeah.
Let's see how it plays out.
Wait, but that's why I like the new pay transparency laws that are like you have to post the salary ranges, even though people are still trying to like.
I don't
You
know
heard about that?
No, I don't know.
Oh, there's like a bunch of new pay transparency laws. When you post a new job, you have to post like the range for the new position.
So is it state passed or?
Yeah, this is by state.
Yeah.
And apparently because of the disparity between women and men in pay, this pace it wouldn't become equal for like another 200 years or something like that.
Interesting.
So then they're like trying to combat that.
Responsibility is still going to land on the candidate. At least you know.
What do you mean responsibility?
Because it's like just because you post something that says between 100 and 200, if you pay me 100, pay the man 200.
Yeah.
But at least now I know that
like
there's someone that maybe get it's a
Yeah.
possibility to get 200 or whatever.
Exactly.
Maybe it's not connected, but a lot of times I be getting recruiter emails now. They put the salary range.
Yeah, people are starting to put the salary ranges.
So maybe that's
it's a
why.
thing. It's like a lot of new laws. Yeah. You know, companies always going to try to skirt around it. So now there's issues like people putting too big of a range. It's like, no, how much am I going to get?
They put like a whole 200 bands.
It's like, no, like how much is this job, you know? And so like, I've been seeing like 50,000 ranges, like between 150 and 200.
You think it'll work?
I think it'll help. I don't think it's going to get us to equal, but I think it'll hopefully move the needle more than it's been like inching.
Yeah.
It's like, let's make some jumps at least.
Yeah.
So I think it'll help make a jump. I don't know.
Interesting. I never seen this.
Yeah.
Is there a pay disparity?
If there's ever a black box, in my opinion, I think there's a pay disparity.
Yeah, of
racial
course.
ramifications, but that's because the partners are mostly black, and they're doing well. But the firm is hiring more whites than blacks.
And they're
I
paying
guess
the
that's
whites.
the irony. So the partners are mostly black. So this is a black-led law firm. But at the end of the day, the associates that are white are getting paid more.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And this is like the...
all skin folk and kinfolk.
Well, I mean, that part, but also like the class differences. Like when you're at a law firm, the partners are their owners. Like I feel like people don't like that is a huge difference between being an employee and not just my boss, you're the owner of the firm. We can't really ever be like
your bottom line is always going to be money.
In my old firm, we used to have our black meetings or whatever. We would always have one just for the associates because at the end of the day, it's different.
Talk to Bozeman. He listens to you.
He looks like he's so fed up. He's like,
he's like, oh girl, you're just now realizing.
Data. Then I'll talk to Bozeman.
Give me the data.
Why is she so skeptical?
I mean, she's a fourth year. You want me to go talk to partners and stuff? I need to be.
Oh, I need to have my facts.
Yeah.
You fired
like, show me the proof.
Start a war.
That's a war. Well, I guess it's a race and a class war a little bit.
Yeah. Then I'll know.
Class wars are race wars.
Associate?
I don't think so.
Got the data.
Oh. On the salaries?
Especially he's plugged in like this, I don't think so.
Most of the new senior associates coming in are white. Most of the junior associates are black with lower pay.
Oh, I think he's saying two different things. I think he's saying most of the senior associates coming in are white, period. And most of the junior associates coming in are black with lower pay than the white junior associates that are coming in.
Got it.
That's, I feel like it's the only way it makes sense.
Okay, that's the only way it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're saying junior associates making less than
yeah,
senior
of course.
associates, then
Yeah,
like,
that's how I think it's like full stop and then also. Because of course they're going to make it less.
You made me mad for no reason.
Significantly less.
Got a large raise last week.
Who?
Marissa worked here 4 more years.
Well, she's not paid as much as
more than
you.
him.
She wasn't until last week. It's about
race.
why is Marissa on parity with me?
Ooh.
Parity? What do you mean?
Why is her salary the same as mine?
Ooh.
You just got a raise, Jay. exactly the amount you requested.
What do you think about that? We understand that there's a lack of information of what's going on there, but it's like hard to argue. This is an example, right? What happened? He said you just got a raise and you got exactly what you asked for. It wasn't on us to tell you. If he was making 100 and he says, okay, I want 150, and she's making 60, and she's like, okay, I want 150. The issue there is a lack of information, because like if you know that someone who's getting 60 could potentially make 150, you would have asked for 200 if you've been there for 4 years, and whatever it was.
Even beyond big law, even like if to be on employees and associates period to ask for raises. I feel like that's, I don't like that. I don't like that whole social dynamic we have of employee employer, and it's like always on the employees, like ask
do
for
better
money,
for themselves,
do
advocate
this,
for yourself,
do that.
Like,
bro, like
train.
you see someone deserves more, give them some more money. Like, and I feel like that to me, that's the heart of the issue too.
Nah, I disagree. I get what you're saying. I feel like even with no issues at play, I would not want to put my life in the hands of someone else. Then now what's gonna happen is we're all gonna navigate life thinking you're not good enough. Why did I never get that raise and that dude did? Our bosses thought he was doing a better job than me. Right. Not be seeing the work I do. You could not be understanding that I am actually taking leads in certain projects. And it's like we're not having those conversations, then I'm still not gonna get the money.
In a situation like this, like he asked first, like he asked for a raise.
Yeah, he did.
Blah blah blah. And then like the next girl, she asked for a raise. Shouldn't have considered like
he should have immediately been bumped. I feel like that's what should have happened here. As far as like the management level, it should be about value. It shouldn't be about, oh no, he asked, she asked, whatever. It's like, oh no, okay, he asked, he got 150. She asked, she got 150. He shouldn't be making 150 now. Because of the fact that we now have this new woman who's making the same amount as him. If we're gonna use money as a form of value, which we do in America and capitalism, you need to bump him up to show him that you value him.
I like that.
Automatically.
I like that solution the best. It's like when she asked for it, it's like, okay, let's bump him.
Exactly.
It shouldn't just only be on the associate to like have to ask for
I agree.
It's a mistake.
People should be comparing their salaries.
Of course. That's the craziest thing when you say you can't even do that.
Marissa was hired 3 years ago. She's been an investigator for a year and a half.
A year and a half.
I've been here 7 years.
Bottom line, Jay, partners don't discuss financial decisions. There are so many factors that go into every decision.
Oh, they love that. So many factors.
That happened to me with a scholarship.
We're not doing this. If we have to defend
that story.
every salary will never stop.
It's kind of late in the game. It's like y'all could have went back and got me that scholarship, but I didn't know.
Is it because she's white?
I treat very hard not to.
That is a very difficult question to actually
But you do. Every day. So do I.
Listen to him.
Well,
it's like,
now she like, is it true?
Why are we paying Marissa as much as Jay?
Period.
You know why?
Why?
You were there. Because Julius argued for Marissa. She was getting more assignments.
The importance of that's the importance of sponsorship over mentorship. That's the distinction. Who's gonna advocate for you when you're not in the room?
Oh, they're paralegals.
Are they paralegals?
Yeah.
How do you
like
know?
More associates are requesting her.
I feel like it's another job.
Okay, like something special. Something,
like not a staff attorney, not a paralegal, not a lawyer, something else. Yeah.
Associates were requesting her.
More the white associates were asking for.
We pay people more who we think we're losing. We pay people less who we know are not going anywhere. Nothing to do with Marissa. It's capitalism, this.
Oh man, we lost him.
Because the white people are more likely to leave us than black.
Hell yeah. You thought I'd say no?
Oh wow, so he knows.
Women are valued less than men because we think the men can leave us for better paying jobs.
That's why you can't have the black
box. I'm surprised that he's so vocal about it.
This is how I feel like Europe works. We have more of these conversations. There's just like, it's money. What are y'all talking about? It's not race. Only color is green. Yeah. It's like if Marissa's more likely to leave, then give her more money. It's common sense.
So we diversify. That's how we survive. That's how we pay for the pro bono. Not just for the next 5 years, for the next 50 years.
He's convincing himself, not her.
We may not want to pick at that scab, but someone else will.
He's oh my God, sad. I'll be so pissed. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself.
That stuff like that is just crazy because it'd be like open door policy, but it's not an open door policy if I ask you a question and I get completely ostracized and thrown out. So at least they have a space. This is such a different dynamic. This is really interesting.
It's not going to go over well.
Disparity is insane. Well, we don't know the year levels. But no matter what, it looks like it's insane.
Oh yeah, he thugging. He like...
Look at the clients they're going after. Right, this is not just jumping.
When's the last police brutality case we took?
In Jenna's office.
Oh, so they're actually doing different kinds of work?
And if I have to jump 6 feet to get the same thing you have to jump 2 feet for, well then that's racism. Has anyone seen Marissa?
Girl, read the room. Read the room.
Probably busy.
But Jay is here.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Damn.
This is insane happening right in the office.
So my first full-time firm, there's a secret list that dropped for one of the groups, and it was hours, and it was the same thing like this. Because like hours and Big Disparity, even though we were all getting paid the same, hours show who wants to work with you,
who's gonna be on partner track,
how well you're doing, blah blah blah. And it was like someone sent the email on accident. Everybody was like, oh my god, and everybody was like, yeah, everybody was talking about it, like who was at the bottom, who was at the top, stuff like that. Like this stuff, this is real.
And that's why I think there is a benefit though. Firms that have transparency, they show you exactly where you land.
You can know to do something about it.
Yeah, exactly.
We had no hours transparency in my first firm. No one really knew. We have to just like ask around.
I never had hours transparency.
I thought you used to get that report. Oh no.
No.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about? That was your firm.
Oh yeah.
Like that wasn't me. And I've only worked places that has no hour minimum. So I've literally never had hour transparency.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know if you're hitting bonuses.
It's such a different dynamic.
Right,
it's so interesting that she's like in all the meetings because she's only in the 4th year. So that's actually a huge gap between 4th year and partner.
Yeah. Why are so many of the new hires white?
We made offers to a number of African American graduates
so it is a
who
new
decided
thing.
they didn't want to move to Chicago. That's just what happened.
The new white associates are earning more than the black ones.
Salaries are driven by seniority, Luca.
Alan North got fired after one arrest. Myron was arrested, and you gave her a 1-week suspension?
No, that's too big of a disparity.
She's white.
We need to fire her.
Isn't that what's different?
Okay, wait. We haven't decided.
I love that kind of associate.
Something's changed. We all feel it.
We appreciate all your opinions.
Yeah, tell us what's changing. Tell us about the different direction of the firm. How are you gonna fix this?
What's going on?
A number of people think we're being inconsistent with our punishment for Maya.
I say we vote now. I vote for firing.
So those are all the partners.
I carried illegally obtained psilocybin. I should be fired.
She's really sticking her neck out for her.
And you have protections an associate doesn't.
And I recall you voted against that?
They think the disparities were based on race.
But they aren't.
I said that too. But the difference is, I didn't believe it.
Well, then why didn't you say something at the time? This is a young woman.
Interesting.
What I love about moments like this where people start telling the truth, even though it was temporary. One of the beauties of 2020, like that summer, people just started saying what was on their mind at work and meetings. And you just feel more comfortable coming out with stuff. There's a buzz in the air. And I feel like that's what that partner just did. He was just like, we're being real. I always thought it was based on race. I just didn't feel comfortable saying it at the time. But now we're talking about race. So let's talk about it for real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just want to say that.
Suspend Maya Rendell for a week, or should we be consistent?
Oh, come on.
You're right.
It's a leading question.
Or should we fire her with cause?
Or should we be consistent?
Suspension.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
5 for suspension. Moving Maya from her position.
How many?
Why do I feel like that dude is like in all the scenes secretly?
Yeah.
6 for real.
Oh, that's her friend. She's pissed.
She's fired. Is she going to tell her? I would be kind, just so you know this is coming.
That's her homie.
I need a homie like that. She probably sees
herself in her.
Or she probably sees potential in her. Like, this is a good associate, and now her life is about to get ruined. And even this, aren't those conversations supposed to come from HR?
Definitely. That was so good.
That was good.
That was really good. I really want to go back and watch the whole show now. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, what did you? We're gonna end it soon. But what did you think in terms of like realism?
I don't know of any black law firms that are like black led.
So that whole premise is.
So that whole premise is, to my understanding, not realistic. But it might be in like other states, maybe.
Because they're in Chicago.
Firm that gave me a scholarship for the summer program I did, they were majority black, but it wasn't. I don't know.
It wasn't like big law.
And it was though. It was big law, big law firm. But but I don't know if it was like a group or whatever. And the people I had met with were. I gave it a 6.
Oh, that's low. I'll give it a.
That's low.
I'll give it a 7.8.
Yeah, I'll give it. I
thought
that was really high. Like, I would give Suits like a 3.
Yeah, realism. Oh, got you. I'll say 5.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 6.
I'll say sorry. I'll say 7.8 because that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Sorry. Okay, let me hurry. The reason I'll say that is because I like that they show the other professions within a law firm. I think usually you just see paralegals, secretaries, and lawyers. But I like that they show that like there's actually other professionals.
Okay. Well, I thought it was a good show. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys like this reaction video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and drop some shows, movies, etc. that you want to see us react.